Hey, it's Jenna from Scientific Fitness. Today we're going to use the twin block from Massage Blocks to mobilize our thoracic spine. I have a full foam roller here because I want to demonstrate exactly how people mobilize their thoracic spine, because a lot of times they do it wrong and I see it all the time. So I'm going to show you right now. So people with a foam roll, they come on the foam roll here, okay, and they come like this and then they go like this. So if you can see the curve, the main curve is where I'm hinging from. So we want the thoracic mobility here, but people usually put it here and then they hyperextend their back at one vertebrae. So that spot right there is usually the spot that's already too mobile. So then with you cranking on it with a foam roller, it's gonna make it even more mobile, and you don't want that. So the vertebrae above that you want mobility aren't getting the mobility, but you're just cranking on the one that already has too much mobility. So what you wanna do is, with our massage blocks today, we're going to use our twin block. We're going to isolate each vertebrae and actually get movement in the vertebrae that we want. I think it's like the coolest thing. I love these things because you can actually isolate which vertebrae you want the mobility from. So we're going to take our double knot finder here, I like the pink one, and we're going to put it right in the spot. So say I'm having thoracic mobility problems at like T2, T3, you can actually put it at T2, T3. And then you can just lay down on top of it, and that right there is mobilizing you into extension at T2, T3. You want to increase that, you can bring an arm overhead. You can bring both arms overhead. So as I bring my arms overhead, that massage block is actually pushing that vertebrae forward. So it's like I'm backward bending at that isolated vertebrae. So instead of cranking on that spine down here with a foam roller, I'm isolating which vertebrae I want the mobility at. It actually feels really good. You can even just sit here and lay, or you can go through active motion. So say I'm working on snatches. Right before I snatch, if I want to warm up and I want to get some mobility in that spot in say T2, T3, T4, because I move too much a little bit lower, I'm going to start moving there before I work out. So I'm going to dynamically warm up with the massage block. So like I said, you can either hold it there, so later on after your workout you can do it where it's just like a stretch for your thoracic spine and you can just hold it there. But before a workout you want to be active and you are going to actually dynamically move through the motion you're going to be going through. So say I'm working on a snatch, I'm going to place the massage block right where I want it and come into that position. And then come back down and come back up. Because your spine is tricky. If you move too much at one spot, your body gets comfortable and compensates and can move through that spot. And what you don't want is too much movement at one spot over time, because you're going to tear down that joint. So say a lot of the vertebrae up top aren't moving well, you're going to move too much at the one below it and above that. So like I said, that's too much motion, you're going to break it down, especially with weighted movements overhead. So you want your spine to move continuously throughout. You don't want one to move better than one vertebrae to move better than the other. So using this will help you actually isolate the vertebrae that you want to move and get that extension right through that spot. You can increase the intensity by putting it on the base block. You're coming through here, coming on it, coming down. Again, you can just hold it. You can do unilateral overhead, or you can do bilateral overhead. So trainers can have your clients go through 4 or 5 reps of each motion, each vertebrae that you want to move. It feels so good. Just to get your body prepared for the movement that's about to happen. So you want your body to move efficiently. You don't want to move too much at one vertebrae and not enough at another. So keep your body healthy, learn how to keep it healthy. If you have any questions, let me know. Stay tuned for more mobility throughout the spine. I'm Jenna with Scientific Fitness. Take care.